for those of us who don't know you, what MC Melodee is all about, tell us about yourself.
My name is MC Melodee. I'm a writer, performer, entrepreneur, love junkie. What I do is I'm an independent hip hop artist. I release my own music, sometimes through labels, but I'm not signed to any label, you know. And I do shows. I perform all over the globe, from Europe to the U.S. to Japan to Cape Town, Indonesia, all over the globe, you know. And that's what I do: make music, spread love.
So when did you decide that you wanted to be a rapper?
I was like 16 years old when I started writing my own lyrics, and I listened to hip hop a lot actually, and I fell in love with it, you know. And I was taping radio shows, and just listening to the cassettes, like forth and back, you know, and trying to rap along with Biggie's lyrics and Nas lyrics and Wu-Tang, you know. And I was like, well, since I'm rapping all those lyrics, I might as well start writing my own lyrics, you know. So that's when it started for me, when I was like 16, and I started to do open mics and stuff like that. And then people, they were actually, you know, they were really positive about my performances and my lyrics. So they were like, well, you got to do some more. So that's how it all started for me. And then I think in 2004, that's when I really started to go for the music and just started to do it professionally. That's when I started La Melodee, which was my first solo project. That's when I started living off music.
Okay. So, you're from Amsterdam, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so tell me about the hip-hop culture in Amsterdam.
Well, right now, you know, it's like anywhere in the world. Of course, Amsterdam also looks a lot at what's going on in the U.S., you know, so everybody is hot in the U.S. It's also hot over here, obviously. Hip-hop changed a lot, but we still have originators in hip-hop coming over to do shows, you know. For instance, last week we had Dilated Peoples here, you know, but last month we also had Drake, you know, so it's like anybody comes through Amsterdam, and all the artists love to perform in Amsterdam, so we're really blessed, you know. We have a live hip hop show you seeing, and you can see a lot of concerts over here, so that's dope. But yeah, you know what the kids like. It's just the kids like to hear like yeah, you know, Drake and more Drake, you know. Nah, but there's also a Dutch hip hop scene. So you have, like, before we only had U.S. rappers to look up to, but then I think around 2008, some Dutch groups also stood up and they started to rap in Dutch. And right now, the hip hop scene in Holland is one of mainly focused on Dutch rap. So rap music in Dutch lyrics, you know, Dutch language.
Okay, that's cool. So let's get into your newest EP, which is In My Zone. So what message would someone get from listening to it?
Well, for me, In My Zone, I wrote it and named it In My Zone because right now I feel like I'm in my zone, you know. Before 2004, I started my first solo project. It was called La Melodee, and I did it together with producer and DJ INC. And actually, we were a team, you know. We did everything together. Like, we made the music together, we did shows together, we traveled the world together. But then in 2011, I wanted to work with other producers as well. So INT was like, well, I don't want to do that under the name La Melodee. So I started MC Melodee as my my first official solo project. And yeah, ever since then, I've been doing that, and it's going really well. But, you know, right now, I don't have a team anymore. It's just me. Everything that's going on is just me, you know. It's just me doing the promotion and selecting the music and just doing the shows and all that. So yeah, it's a different vibe, you know. I have to get used to it, but yeah, right now it's working, so that's why I'm in my zone.
Okay, so who are some of the producers that you work with on In My Zone?
I work with Cooking Soul, which is a really big dope production team from Spain. They work with anybody from like Nicki Minaj to the whole Jet Life crew. Again, I could name Dilated Peoples, or, you know, they work with so many artists, and they're really, really good producers. I love working with them. Next to that, I work with Chuck English from the Cool Kids. I worked with Light from Tactive. And when I was in LA, I hit the studio with him as well. He hooked me up with a lot of beats. So I got more songs with him coming up. And then I also work with some new cats. Brady James, which is a producer from New York. I got a video coming up and a new song coming up with him as well. And I work with D Unison, which is a young producer from Spain. So yeah, it's just working with different artists, you know. It's nice.
Yeah. Okay, so when can we expect your next release? Is it the one with Brady James?
Yeah, actually, I was just talking to him on email about the video, because we recorded it in October, so it should have been long done, you know, but we're still waiting on that. So yeah, it should be that should be my next release. I hope I have it today in my inbox. That's what he said. So let's stay positive, you know.
What's the name of it?
Yeah, the song is called Naked City, and it has a feature on it. I'm doing it together with AG from Showbiz and AG.
Yeah.
And we shot a video for it in, let's see where we went. I think we shot it in the Bronx. And I can't wait to see the images, because it looks so ill, and it was really dope to be there and to record the video in the streets. Everybody was looking. It was dope.
So tell me a little bit about Dance Duchess, right, which is your platform for female rappers, for female hip-hop artists. Tell me a little bit about that, and also tell me where you think female rappers are right now in the industry.
Well, for me, you know, being one of the few female MCs from Holland, I always got the question, like, Melodee, we see you've been doing your thing for so many years, but who else is active? You know, which other females are active in the hip-hop scene? And I was like, you know what? I don't even know. I have no idea. There were a couple of females that were doing their thing, and then they vanished, they disappeared. I don't know what happened to them. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to investigate this. And I want to know where they at, because I don't believe I'm the only female in hip-hop in Holland, you know. That's why I started to do some auditions together with Studio West, which is a place for developing young talents in Amsterdam. And we started to do auditions, and about 30 young women came to the auditions. And then from them, we selected like 10 females to be part of the platform. And these girls are all very talented. They have been working already on their songs and doing performances and stuff like that. I heard of them before, but I just, you know, they just popped up like once or twice, and I didn't really follow them. So I wanted to start this platform to put them more in the, you know, to give them more shine, but also to help them work on their career, you know. And I think it's important in this hip-hop scene that there are also more females stepping up, because, you know, it's still a man's world, and it will probably always be that, but it's also important for females to let their voice be heard, you know, and to put out their message, because we have a different view on things than a lot of men.
Who are your top 5 female MCs?
Wow, top 5. definitely, MC Light, Bahamadia, Foxy Brown, because when I started rapping, I listened a lot to Foxy Brown as well. Missy Elliott, Lauryn Hill.